My independence was going. My independence and the fact that I was now injured with a child, I was lost. I was thrown into a really dark place quite quickly. What I knew my life was had dramatically changed with one event. I was always active. I liked training, socialising, and I had just started my little business in Brighton, renting out a room from a hairdressing salon just to start providing for my child. I remember that day I was not aiming to drive the car that day and something terrible happening to my life. I wasn't expecting that. I was on the left-hand side, the curbside, and somebody just didn't see me coming from the inside and just came out of her lane, and that was the end of that. I knew instantly there was a problem. I was in a water confusion. I felt the pain straight away on the shoulder. My arm was getting heavier and heavier. Lifting it was a problem, and I found that I wouldn't move it. I'd just keep it still. I'm like, just my day-to-day stuff. It's the simple things, dressing your daughter, doing her hair. There was a time I went to Coles and suddenly I can't even keep the weight of the bread on my arm. I've never been so humiliated in my life actually, and I actually stood there and just cried. And this is where I said the turmoil and the frustrations kicked in, and the uselessness and all those ugly, dark emotions actually really got a hold where I've never ever been like that in my life. How am I going to work now? So I had to step back from work. And then I had no income, so I was pretty stuck. I've never dealt with lawyers in my life. Loads of fear and uncertainty. So then I called up a girlfriend, Poppy, and I said, Poppy, I don't know where to go from here. And she said, I would definitely recommend Law Partners. So I remember this day vividly because, as I said, I've never gone through the lawyers before. I have no idea what to expect. But I believe my process through Law Partners, it made me realise I was in capable hands. Everything was always answered. Every paperwork, everything was bang, bang, bang. It was just done. I would highly recommend the Law Partners, and that's probably their first stepping stone to a great result. Life at the moment, I can't say is absolutely brilliant. My daughter and I are at a better place. So now we are moving to our little home. We found a nice little rental place, and I'm getting her first puppy. I'm actually in a relationship, a very healthy relationship. We have a business plan, another business plan we think is going to be amazing. So we're saving, we're working hard towards that. Who would have thought my life would have turned out to be so good towards the end? You know?